So there's a story about a girl who grew up in the forest and has never seen a single person in her entire life. Today we're gonna react to that story and decide if it's real or if it's fake.
Hi, I'm Chloe from Oregon. I was born to an activist mom who was so crazy about saving the world that she gave birth to me.
Wait, your mom gave birth to you because she was an activist?
Does that even make sense?
Okay, this is weird.
Jungle, while protesting
Whoa,
against
in the
the
jungle,
cutting
okay.
of trees. This craziness was the reason Dad divorced her a long time back. But I had to live with it. Wake up, Chloe. We have to save the dolphins.
Oh.
Let's go, Chloe. The old beggar near the church needs our help. If she could, she'd probably help ants move their food. She was so careful about the environment that we lived in a tiny house and grew our own veggies and never used a vehicle to drive around.
This is actually kind of wholesome in a way. Like, I love the fact that you had a tiny house with veggies. The no vehicle thing, I think that'd be tough, but okay.
Even though she was kind of weird, she was a good mom. She was always there for my school functions, baked cookies for my friends, and never forgot my birthdays. Honey, I made—
Why did she say never forgot my birthdays? Is that the bar now? Is that it? Just don't forget your birthday and make me a cake and you're good?
Oh, Mom, I love you. But just as I was about to cut the cake, she whistled and a bunch of kids came storming into the house. These are some kids from the homeless shelter. You can share your cake with them, right, honey? Well, I didn't want to, but I had no options.
Look, you're not eating a whole cake yourself anyway. Clearly you don't have any friends. Your mom's doing you a favor, all right?
Forced to smile. But the next morning, something bizarre happened.
Uh-oh.
My favorite doll, Sally, was gone.
Oh, no.
Mom, I can't find Sally anywhere. I think one of those kids took it. Oh, no, dear. I gave it to them. You what? You must learn to be charitable. Yeah, but not my doll. I was so mad at her. And it just got worse with time.
Wow.
If anyone came asking for help, she gave my clothes and things away without even asking, leaving me with nothing but damaged goods. I knew kids made comments on my appearance in school, and I was tired of it.
Bro, this is, I mean, it sounds like a rough life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I feel bad for her now.
I started using my allowance to buy clothes and shoes from the thrift store.
Good.
And I was very creative with changing their designs. Soon enough, everyone was noticing my clothes and coming to me for fashion tips. Best thing happened in the 8th grade when I got an opportunity to compete in a fashion festival in New York.
I don't know why I said that. It felt fake. It was genuine, but it felt fake.
But when I asked Mom, she outright refused.
Dang.
You're not going anywhere, Chloe.
Dang.
Those airplanes are bad for the environment. I don't have that kind of money anyway. This discussion is over.
Oof.
She was so unreasonable. The next morning, I was still mad at her.
Okay.
So I stormed out of the house, but I was shocked to see tons of reporters gathered outside. Suddenly, a woman pushed me aside and went straight to Mom. Is it true that you've decided to donate the $1 million you won in the lottery to a children's organization in Africa? Mom turned and went inside without answering.
She won $1 million? Hold on.
She did what now? Is this true, Mom? You won $1 million lottery? Chloe, think of how many lives I can change. Those kids need it. And what about me, Mom? You said you didn't have money for my New York trip. And you were gonna give everything away without even telling me? I was gonna tell.
I feel like she's not giving it away. Why would you enter a lottery to win the money to give it away? I don't know. Something here doesn't seem right.
I was even gonna take you along. On a plane? Or are you walking to Africa? Gosh, you're really something. I'm not going with you anywhere. You care for every kid in the world except your own. I hate you.
Drops the hate line. Genuine question. Did everyone have that moment with their parents, or was that just me and this girl and a few of you?
She dropped another bombshell on me. She was leaving the next day for Africa, and I'd have to stay with my dad till she returned.
No, I'm not sure we explained why your dad left, but it seems like your dad's a fairly normal dude.
Mom and Dad hated each other, so I'd never gotten to know him. And now I had to live with him?
That is weird.
This was insane. But when I reached his—
See, now I feel really bad for her because this was an option. They really did make her sunburned. That's actually insanely detailed.
mansion in California,
Wow.
I couldn't help feeling a bit excited. Our house was a mess compared to this. Dad gave me an awkward hug and welcomed me into his home. I'm running really late for a meeting.
Of course he is.
I'll see you at dinner, okay? And he just
he's driving a BMW i8.
stopped
Okay.
in a car.
I mean, too bad he doesn't have any taste in cars.
That
But okay.
wasn't weird at all. Soon after he left, a girl my age walked over to me and introduced herself
Oh, I thought I was gonna say that was his wife. I was like, that's weird now.
as Jenny, my stepsister. Dad told me you were coming, and I'm sure we're gonna have a great time together. Come with me.
Unless she's the
Jenny
bully.
led me to a huge room and opened a giant wardrobe for
Wow.
me. What do you think? I picked out all your clothes myself.
I don't trust this girl.
Are you kidding? I love them.
I don't trust
They're
her.
amazing. I know. I'm the coolest girl in our school, and no stepsister is gonna ruin my reputation by looking shabby.
There it is. There's always one. It always seems to have to do with the main character in these videos, isn't there?
That was kinda mean. But I forgot about it as she showed me around the house.
Wow.
And later we binged on ice
Bro, that looks like Grater's ice cream, which is like the best ice cream ever, so I'm here for it.
cream and talked about fashion and guys. She seemed all right. A week later, I joined school and Jenny introduced me to her friends. They seemed cool. But one day I was in the library when I got a text from Jenny to come immediately to the schoolyard. I saw some kids protesting with banners. And then I spotted Jenny and her friends on the side. And suddenly they started throwing eggs and tomatoes at the protesters.
Okay.
What are you doing? Having some fun with these losers.
Oh.
Join us. No, just stop this. But they didn't listen to me. And when
Oh, we got a rival girl
Jenny
gang.
saw some teachers coming,
Oh, that's
she
teachers.
ran away with
Yo, those teachers look like prison guards.
their minions. Such a witch. Later, I was sitting in the cafeteria when a boy joined me, and I recognized him as one of the protesters.
Okay.
Hey, I saw you trying
to stop those girls earlier today.
Thanks for taking
Thanks
our
for
side.
taking our side.
He introduced himself as Ben,
His shirt's way too big.
and I found out why they were protesting.
Okay.
Apparently, my dad was one of the biggest school donors, and he had asked the school to convert the backyard into a space for Jenny's fashion club. Kids were protesting to save all the trees and plants there. Lots
Nah, I mean, there's plenty of. I just replant a few. All right, you know what I'm
of
saying?
squirrels and birds live in those trees. Plus, it's a space for everyone to enjoy, and it's not fair to take it away. But just then, someone pulled me by my arm. Get away from my stepsister, you creep. Wait, you two are related? Don't you believe anything he says, Chloe. He's a liar. What's your problem, Jenny? My problem?
I wonder if that's her ex.
Are you kidding me? I'm doing you a favor here by saving you from this low-class jerk.
She's right.
That's enough. You and your friends were the jerks today, and I'll decide who I want to hang out with, and it's definitely not you. You'll regret this, sissy. Sorry about that. I didn't know she was so awful. I've known Jenny all my life, and she's crazy. And then he told me something shocking. Dad had adopted Jenny a few years back, and before that, she and Ben lived in the same foster home. She was always an insecure bully. If anyone else came close to being adopted, she'd mess things up for them by lying to the parents.
Wow.
We were so glad when she finally left with your dad.
Wow.
But now, I'm back in school with her.
Wow.
I had no idea she was adopted. It's not like Dad told me anything. After that day, Ben and I started
Yeah, well, Ben seems to be wearing the same outfit every single day. So, Ben, it's time to switch it up, my guy.
hanging out together and became really good friends. And I could see Jenny hating every bit of it. Why can't you stay away from that poor beggar? After everything I did for you, all the clothes I bought, I never asked for it. And why should I care if he's poor? You may have changed your looks with money, but from what I hear, your heart and personality are just as awful as always. You witch! How dare you speak to me like that? Just you wait and watch out. Suddenly, she dropped to the floor and started screaming.
Dang.
Save me! My stepsister just kicked me in the stomach. Just then, one of her minions came up with the principal.
Dude, this principal looks like one of the
Scariest principals I've ever seen before.
Man, this guy honestly looks like an ex-pro boxer.
And he called Dad, complaining about me.
Okay.
Didn't your mom teach you any manners, Chloe? Why would you hit your sister like a savage person? And then lie about it too? She's the one who
Why would you assume she's lying instantly? That doesn't even make sense.
was lying. And don't talk about my mom like that. Unlike you, she's always been there for me. While you haven't even had the time to have a meal with me since I came.
True.
I stormed off to my room, and I really missed Mom just then. A few days later, I invited Ben over to study for the exams together. But we just ended up talking about all sorts of stuff, including Mom. She may be a little too much, but her heart's in the right place, you know? I think you're more like her than you realize, Chloe. You stand up for what's right, and I really like that about you. Suddenly, he moved in closer to kiss me, and I closed my eyes. But just then, a really loud sound almost made me fall off my chair. What the heck? Ben and I ran downstairs and saw Jenny having a
You couldn't finish your kiss with the music? I don't understand.
party with music on at full volume. I went ahead and pulled the plug.
Uh-oh.
Who stopped the music? I did. Are you nuts playing music so loud at this hour? Someone's gonna call the cops. I already gave them a tip to ignore any complaints, so shut up and leave. I felt like ripping her hair out, but Ben pulled me away. As I was leaving, I heard Jenny say to her girlfriend, "Ignore her, guys. Her mom's a total lunatic."
Oh, you see, that's the moment you messed up. Maybe this is where we finally see someone who was born in the forest and never saw anyone, because we haven't seen it yet.
That's why she's a little, crazy. That was it. I pushed her into the pool, and she looked super mad. The next morning, Dad called me, and I knew I'd get scolded because Jenny must
Oh, he's gonna get kicked out.
have
That's what's
fed
gonna
him
happen.
lies. But to my surprise, he hugged me tight.
Oh, you must be so worried about your mom, Chloe. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
Now this feels fake.
Why are you hugging her, Dad? You're supposed to scold her and ground her.
Jenny, now is not the time for your tantrums.
Dad, what's going on? Why would I be worried about Mom? Dad switched on the TV and I saw something awful. A group of volunteers in Africa had gone missing, and Mom was one of them.
Oh no.
Suddenly, I felt my heart sink.
Oh.
I just ran back to my room.
Did not see that coming.
I stayed there for the next 2 days, crying and looking through the news every now and then. But then, Ben forced me to come back to school.
I know you're worried about your mom, Chloe. She'll come back. I just know it.
He pulled me close and I felt so much better. He was right. I had to get myself together and do good things, just like Mom.
Okay.
I convinced Dad to take back his request for converting the backyard into a space only for the fashion club. I had other ideas. I talked to the members of the fashion club and suggested that we redecorate the school backyard and turn it into an open-air showplace. They seemed to like my ideas, and when it was finally done, everyone was stunned.
Okay, well, how does this differ? I mean, it's open air, but aren't there still like a lot of plants that you killed to do this? But okay.
OMG, this is amazing. It's like a place for everyone.
Everyone was happy and praised me for my idea.
Except your sister.
For Jenny. What rubbish is this? And how could you guys go behind my back and support this good-for-nothing loser?
Ooh.
Did she use her mom's sub story to get your sympathy?
Ooh, this girl
I was
is
about
evil.
to tell her to shut up, but all the kids spoke in my favor instead. Chloe came up with the best idea to utilize the space without destroying the trees.
I mean, honestly, are kids caring about trees enough to do this in real life nowadays? Because like back when I was in school, they didn't care enough.
And it's time you stop being a mean witch, Jenny. It's getting really old now.
Everyone seemed angry at Jenny, and I expected her to throw a tantrum. But surprisingly, she turned around and ran away. Something was definitely up, so I followed her and found her weeping in the bathroom.
That seems pretty reasonable considering what just happened.
Jenny, are you okay? No, I'm not. Ever since you came, everything's gone wrong. You became close with the kids at school in no time, and even Dad's been favoring you lately and ignoring me. I just hate that everyone loves
Oh
you.
no,
and thinks I'm
that's so stupid. I hate that people love you. Oh man.
the bad guy. Well, she was, but maybe it wasn't the right time to bring it up. You have it all wrong, Jenny. Everyone likes me because I'm nice to them. And Dad hasn't made any effort to get to know me my whole life. Otherwise, he'd probably be the same. So, you mean you don't want to snatch him away from me?
That's so
No,
funny.
why would I do that?
Snatch
If
him
anything,
away.
I'd want him to be nicer and kinder to both of us. Suddenly, she wiped her tears and hugged me. I don't understand this. I've been nothing but a witch to you, but you're still
I love that they call themselves witches.
being nice to me. Why? Because that's how my mom raised me, and I'm
Where's
proud
the
of it.
jungle that you never
Since
seen
I
people?
told her that. You can tell me now. I turned around, and Mom was standing right in front of my eyes. Mom! OMG, am I dreaming? Just then, Jenny pinched me real hard and made me scream. I'm so glad you're back, Mom. I missed you so much. I missed you too, honey. I
Wow.
realized I must have given you quite a scare, so I flew back as soon as I could. You cut your trip short for me? There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, love.
Wow.
Unless someone else's need is greater. Oh, Mom.
So where was she? That didn't even make any sense. This had nothing to do with the title. But here's the thing, guys. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy this one even more. Peace.